Hello, everybody, and welcome to another amazing episode of Phandalin by Night. Thank you so much for joining us. Can I just like this back here, this whole thing right here? You guys, it's massive. I know it looks really tiny behind me, but it is a full-sized like poster. I'm so stoked, you guys. Welcome to Phandalin by Night. I am so stoked. I want to say welcome everybody to another amazing Sunday D&D adventure here on Vancouver by Night. I'm going to get my players to introduce themselves and we're going to get into the heat of battle because people are wrecked and rocked and it's not over. So from least to most damaged. All right, that's how we're going to do this.
Emotionally or physically?
Oh, good call.
Yes, absolutely.
Emotional damage.
Emotional. I have the best worst dad joke for you guys later, but Sean's heard it like 6 times, so I'm not going to do it right now. Okay. Least damage currently is the cleric Sangane.
Wow, really? Oh,
really?
Oh, it must be because I went up a level. Hi, Mike. I'm playing Sagane. He, him. I have some spell slots left, but I had to do a really crucial thing to do it. My god's probably pissed off at me now, so we'll see how that goes.
I mean, to be fair, she was pissed off before you did it.
She's always pissed off, though, so it's not really a thing. It's not me.
That's
her.
It is. It's still you. Denny.
Hi, everybody. My name is Nikki, she, her. I am playing Denny, he, him, the Tiefling Bard. And Denny's excited to get into the fray a little bit more today. I think that's going to happen.
We're so excited. Third least hurt is Jart.
Hey everyone, I'm Jart, your Fire Genasi monk, and we're gonna be okay.
I hope so. It's gonna be okay. Tied for second least hurt is 9, our paladin.
Hey, I'm Sean. I'm gonna be playing 9 human paladin, and he just wants to get these people out.
And tied for second least hurt is Whimsy.
I am Amanda. I play Whimsy, the Tiefling Warlock, and he is feeling much better considering he spent a bit of time being mostly dead. So he's doing better considering.
I mean, look, and also mostly dead. Using the orc feature, enduring, unrelenting rage, endurance, is Graja Ragerock.
Hello, my name is Sarah. I play the half-orc barbarian Graja Ragerock, she, her for both of us, and I have 1 HP, thanks to the racial trait Relentless Endurance, as Sarah said. So you see I'm a little worse for the wear, but I believe in us. As always.
Sure, absolutely. There's nothing not to believe in. Our heroes fought valiantly and bravely when last we met them. 2 of their numbers digging deep, which is a homebrew feature that we have here on Phandalin by Night, and finding a new courage that existed within them to rise to the challenge and meet this momentous occasion. Graja, unfortunately, couldn't withstand the onslaught of the Umberhulk horde and fell in battle, nearly. Her relentless endurance kicked in and she's up, but barely. Our heroes took position around her, hoping to clear the hulks before the hulks take Graja down again. With all that being said, I think we're at the top of initiative, which would mean it's Sangane with Denny on deck.
Okay. There you go. All right. This was open. Fine. We need our tank, so I'm going to use a spell point to cast what is it? sorry, I can't find the. There we go. Cast it. Distance spell.
Okay.
I'm going to use a level 3 cure wounds on Graja.
All right. Roll that healing.
And distant means I don't have to touch her.
That's correct. Yeah, absolutely. So this is
That's
one of the
cool.
features from your latest level up.
Spells. Wounds. That is a terrible number. 14.
14 is not the worst thing ever. 14
No, it is
gets
not.
her to 15, which for a barbarian is like 30, right? Because they take half damage. So, you know, come on.
Thank you, Sangane, though.
That's the fuzzy math that convinces my husband to drop a ton of money on a computer that I did not need. So we're going to lean into it. Do you have any bonus actions you'd like to take?
No. Thinking no, because that was a full action thing. I don't really have any other bonus actions other than that.
Okay. Then Denny with Jart on deck.
Okay, so this other troll that is down here, are they fleeing right now or are they coming towards us?
Yeah, they're grumbling something about their mom. I think it's really only
That's
Graja who
right,
can
that's
understand. But they had been charmed by you, I believe,
I remember now.
to go and flee while they could.
Perfect. Okay. Well then, in that case, I'm going to move a little bit over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's gonna move right here, so I'm kind of in sight of this guy over here, and I'm gonna go ahead and hit him with a crossbow.
Okay. Get it?
Waiting for the dice, yeah. Come on, computer. You can do it. Nice. That's an unnatural 20.
That will hit.
And oh, nice. Max damage, 10 points of damage.
Sure. Yeah. All right, 10 points of damage. Fine. That's fine. Anything else you'd like to do? Bonus action.
I've only got one inspiration slot left, so I'm gonna save it. I think I'll pass this one.
All right. Whimsy with Graja on deck.
Whimsy's going to take a glaive to the guy right in front of him who's
Okay.
still beating on Raja.
Sure.
So he's going to try and slice up his back again.
Okay.
Keyword being try. Oh, come on.
You've got your packed weapon glaive shoved up in between where the skin and the spiny skeleton of the exoskeleton of the Umber Hulk come together, and you are trying to like fillet this exoskeleton right off of him. Does
And
it work?
That's not working because that's a 10. So I'll say the blade sort of
10.
gets stuck. So he pulls it out and hits him with his bonus action attack with the other end. So the blunt end, he'll try and just bop him with it.
Okay, do it.
And that is also a miss. All right. It's
Sure.
not a good start to the day. That's a 7.
You are doing everything you can to try and get its attention. Your eyes are, it's hard to kind of focus on it because your eyes are on Graja, who for a second you thought was done for, before she kind of this deep primal growl erupted from the deepest parts of her chest, like a cello, just this resonant sound emanating out from her as she stood back up and just looks like she's going back in for it, which conveniently it is her turn.
Yay.
Okay. This is where video game me is like,
Yeah.
indeed. Uh, I think I am going to, see, we can't look at them, right? That's still the,
I mean, you can.
well, we can, but you have to make the save, I guess. Okay, I think upon being revived in such a way by this like ancestral thing passed
Yep.
down through my DNA on my orc side, thinking maybe my mother's face entering my mind in an unwanted way as my vision clears back up. I am going to attack with the great axe, the one that is that Whimsy and I are kind of
Okay.
Together
Sure.
on.
Absolutely. Well, you get advantage on that, so
Oh, okay.
go for it.
Cool,
Because,
cool.
well,
Sarah, I
actually,
should've had
but you're not looking. So
Yeah, I'm not looking.
so just a straight roll. Just a straight
Okay.
roll.
I feel like that's fair.
Reckless. Reckless attack.
I don't have that yet.
There's why is
I don't even
there
know how it. You get it at
pigeons?
level 2.
Where'd these pigeons come from in this?
I mean, I'm gonna frenzy for the other attack if that's what you're talking about.
Yeah,
No, no.
go for it.
With reckless, you get advantage, and then they get advantage on you afterwards, or whatever.
I don't think Graja has reckless.
I don't have it. I don't see it on my D&D Beyond sheet currently. I see frenzy, rage, my feet thing, and then the relentless endurance.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I thought they got it at level 2. All right, cool.
But I mean, I hear you. I'm trying to maximize this as well. So
While you're rolling that, you go ahead. You do your thing. Whimsy, roll me a d20. Just a straight d20.
Graja, if you go into features and traits, the third one or fourth one says reckless attack.
Oh, you are correct.
Hey.
I thought I was under action, so that was my oversight there.
But the thing about reckless attack is it would give you advantage. However, all attacks made against you until your next turn have advantage
See,
against
that's
you.
scary because they
Like-
attack like 3 times in a row.
Yeah. But
So-
currently you have advantage against both because you're flanking both.
Yeah, but she can't look at them. So it's a
Oh.
straight roll. So reckless
Yeah.
would like reverse Uno the reverse Uno and give her back advantage, but they would all get advantage against her for the
Yeah.
6 attacks in the next round that could be coming up. And she's
Yeah.
got 15 hit points.
Like you
Correct.
gotta kill them, or
That's-
it would.
Yep, I gotta kill them.
Right,
That's
right.
my
Right, well-
that's my strat is
I
kill
believe
them
you.
immediately.
19.
19. Go
Wow.
ahead and roll your damage for one of your hits there, Amanda, because you should have had advantage because you were flanking. That's
And I
a
forgot.
little bit on you, a little bit on me. That's
That's
okay.
fine.
I'm not in this to be against you guys, even though I'm trying
Oh,
to
yeah,
very hard to kill
of
you right
course.
now. We're in
No
this
worries.
together. We're telling
No
this story
worries.
together. So you roll your damage, Amanda. It'll take until the end of Graja's turn anyway. Go ahead.
Okay, that's an 18 to hit with the great axe.
18 just barely hits.
Yeah, eat it, you weird little bug.
Kill
Uh,
it.
that chomped me to death. Okay, and then here's my damage. Oh man, 7.
7 and 5, so 12 damage. All right.
Okay, and then
That's great.
And then oh, this was something that I did forget to ask. Is
Okay.
my can I proc my rage again? I don't know how that works. I assume when you die your rage ends.
Or are you so mad that you've almost died that it just keeps going?
That I
You know
that
what?
it re-ups immediately.
This is a great question. I'm just going to go look at your barbarian sorry, at your racial trait of relentless endurance.
Yeah, for
When
sure.
you are reduced to 0, but not killed outright, you can drop to 1 instead. It's not that you gain 1, right? It's not that you go to 0 and gain 1. It's that you stay at 1 instead. If it would have been go to 0 and you get 1 back, I would have said you drop your rage as you go unconscious, but your half orc size Energizer bunnies you back. That is not what happened. You went to 1 instead. So I will rule, as our house rules, other DMs may do this different. I will rule that your endurance stays.
Okay, I do think that makes sense, because you're right. I did like just go to 1 and not to 0, so that does,
right,
to me that makes sense with what's written. So
I'm gonna
cool.
allow that.
Thank you. So I am then going to make, as a bonus action, my frenzy attack, because there's no time to frenzy like almost dying, right?
Sure, absolutely.
So I'm just going to come down once again with the great axe with all the force of my rage.
Okay.
That's a 22 to hit.
Oh,
On your first, that's not advantage. That's just
that is
that's
one
just a straight roll.
I'm doing singular
Get it.
rolls. Yep.
Absolutely, get it.
Yeah, let's do it. Come on, damage. 14.
Beautiful. You come down. Your first one, it was like a little bit of brain fog as your mom's face hovered over you for a second and was like, girl, this is not of honor of our family. And you like pop back to and swing out wildly with your great axe, striking and kind of doing a little bit, but your mind focuses as you bring your great axe down for the second time and really cleave. Cleave is the word I would like to use here.
Hell yeah.
Cutting into it significantly, slicing deep scars into the shell, which kind of cracks open in a spot. Doing a good amount of damage there. We love that. Sangana, you're going to be up after the baddies. Okay, we're already through a round.
Wow. Okay.
10 damage
No,
for Whimsy's.
no. Sorry, 9 comes after the baddies, and then
I was gonna
Sangana.
say.
Yeah, that's
Not
on.
going that fast.
Okay, let's see.
I haven't done anything yet either.
I'm so sorry.
There's a ton going on, and I had a bunch of
Yeah.
questions last
Okay.
one, so no worries whatsoever.
Look, I have a turn order on the screen for this reason. I am so sorry. Okay, Jart, you go first.
Okay.
You go between Denny and Whimsy. So you're going to go, and then I'm going to have the baddies go, and then 9 is going to go, and then we're going back to initiative.
Cool.
It's okay.
Attack was 10 damage, by the way.
It was supposed to be 10?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Dirt's gonna run towards this guy. And
Yep.
it's gonna try to hit it. First
Mhm.
one with the dagger.
Okay.
At some point, I'm gonna hit them. Oh, it's a 21.
21. Yeah, absolutely. You come rushing forward with this silvered dagger wrapped in black leather around the handle, a very delicate jewel in like a moon shape inset into the pommel, and striking forward. Saloon herself guides this strike. You can roll your extra damage.
Okay.
As the champion's weapon of Saloon strikes forward.
So it's a 5. It's 5 plus 3, so it's an 8.
8 damage. All right.
8 damage.
Love it.
And for my second attack, I'm gonna. It's still up, right?
Yep.
So I'm gonna punch it.
Absolutely. Go for it.
To 16.
16 does not hit. As you go to punch, your fist crunches against this hard exterior of this Umber Hulk. Yeah, you're gonna want some frozen peas for that later, for sure, for sure. But you do manage to like sink that dagger in a considerable amount, and that's not nothing.
That's my turn.
All right, this troll is going to head further back into his cave. That will take care of them. You guys do hear more skittering as close by another Umber Hulk burrow pops up between you and the exit, and more Umber Hulks start to pour out of it. Oh, for frick's sake. Yes, it's Control C. Ugh. New computer. Which keyboard extensions are this?
New computer, who this?
New operating system. What's the control button? We don't have that on the Mac. All right. Yeah, so 3 more Umber Hulks. The skittering and screeching, scraping against the rock, the volcanic rock underneath your feet. Almost you can feel the trembling vibration underneath you as this new burrow pops up. And these guys come climbing out, but that is their turn. They can't do anything on that turn. The villagers come out at night. The villagers come to about here to see like what's going on, because they were told to follow. And so that's what they're going to do. Yeah. Let's see. Anything else that I need to do on my turn? There is not. 9, our human paladin, might also be humid. It is pretty warm in this cave. Is clad in, has a black robe over what is this warm golden tone armor, as this paladin of Lathander is here on behalf of his new friends. Go ahead.
I'm gonna strike out at the one between Graja and Whimsy. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, we're gonna die. That's a natural 20.
Oh,
What?
hell yeah.
Oh
it.
yeah,
Go for it.
baby.
Yes.
Woo! Let's
Hell
go.
yeah.
And since my sword was a channel divinity, last time y'all said I add something to the damage. Was it? Am I just rolling?
Yes.
I think you said it was a +8 or something. You said it did, or was it?
What you're striking, let's see, you're yellow and you're striking this guy here.
Yeah, right between Graja and Whimsy.
How about this? I'm not even going to make you roll damage. I'm just going to tell you what happens. You ready? Because that dude only had like 3 hit points anyway. So rather than you wasting your damage, I'm going to let you do something incredible here. A natural 20 deserves something incredible in this moment. You swing. You don't swing. You go to impale this thing where you can already see cracks start to form in the Umber Hulk shell. And as you strike forward, there is a renewed strength. Lathander calls, urges, and beckons you to continue on with this holy quest of stabbing this thing. You strike forward, feel it get almost like a little bit of an explosion and go limp on your sword. and the weight of your ferociousness strikes forward even further, and you impale this thing using your sword onto the other one there, taking it out. I'm just going to take it straight off the map. And you end up standing here, impaling it onto the other one, who now will be at disadvantage. I did not. Those guys did not take their turn. That's okay. We're going to make this happen anyway. This guy will now be at disadvantage on his strikes. However, it did not take its turn. You guys, didn't I tell you right before the stream? I know you guys were all feeling nervous, but I was like nursing an anxiety attack because I was like, I feel like I've forgotten everything. Yeah, I did. I forgot that the bad guys get a turn.
You did.
Holy
No, the bad guys don't get a turn. What are you
Moses.
talking about?
All right, we're rolling. You know what? That's okay. This one, before it gets impaled, we're going to rewind. We're going to rewind just a little bit. Before it got impaled, it was going to turn around and bite Sagane. 23?
You know what you did.
Hold on. I have a thing for this. Wait. 23. Does that? Yeah, shield wouldn't work. All right, yeah, it's
Okay. So 23 for its mandible attack. Oh, actually, no, sorry, 25 for its mandible attack. 23 for a claw attack, and 19 for a second claw attack.
do I want a shield? No, I'll take it.
All right. That's gonna, oh, that's very low. 10, 15, 25 points of slashing damage as this Umberhawk rails into you.
Ow.
Yeah.
What the F? Okay.
Yeah. And
Cool.
that's one of them just died before I could attack with it. That sucks. 9, do you have any bonus actions? You're good? Okay. Sangani.
I can cap smack it, but that's it.
You can go for it if you want to cap smack it. It's your signature move.
Let's
Whimsy,
see.
were you about to ask me something?
Yes.
Go for it.
I tried to say something when they popped up, but can I use my reaction to hit one of the Umber Hulks that just popped up because they're within range of my Alarm Master?
You can go for it. Absolutely, you can.
No, my bonus action didn't hit. It was only a 9.
Nah, unfortunately, a 9 is less than half of what you need. Sangane.
Well, now I don't know what to do. I was hoping this thing in front of me would be dead so I could move. And I honestly don't know. Everybody else is looking okay.
Can you make me a charisma saving throw?
No. Okay.
I don't want to.
18.
18. Yeah, that's fine. You look into this Umber Hulk's eyes, and it, as it stares down at you, there is this piece of momentary, unlike with others, not that you would know this, but when Graja looked into its eyes, Graja had to fight back the fear that was clutching at her heart. When you look into its eyes, what a quaint little plaything. You're not intimidated in the slightest. This would be fun in some future realm, on some future day, to entertain you. And you are just so much more worthy than this disgusting, weird little bug.
Yeah, I'll stab it. Why not?
Go for it.
Fuck them up.
Hey, Twin Dad Witches, thank you for the sub.
Terrible. I cannot swing this short sword to save my life. I roll a 9.
Ugh. Right.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's not going to do it. Do you have a bonus action perchance?
Nope.
No. I am having troubles. New computer who dis. Okay.
My original intent was to use Blooming Blade, but I completely forgot to mention it. But yeah, that would have
That's
been
okay.
my action.
All right. Then Denny.
All right. I am going to go ahead and throw some vicious mockery at the Umber Hulk closest to me. That's just sprung up from their little anthill.
This guy here, yeah.
Yes. Right. It's a wisdom saving throw of 16.
Oh. Okay.
Oops, how much?
All right. Well, no, does not save.
All right, then it's gonna take 4 damage because his mom's a hoe.
Sure.
So sorry about it.
His mom, and he's like, she is a very good digger because he has mistranslated the word hoe in his pictographic memory. Yeah, absolutely. We love it. He's not sure why that's insulting, but sure. She's
Still
not a
cuts.
tool. It's something. Anything else you'd like to do?
No, that's it.
Okay. Amanda, you were rolling to use a reaction. Did you hit?
Yeah, 20 to hit and 12 damage if that hits.
Yeah, 20 does hit and 12 damage does hurt. Absolutely. As you kind of almost like, because you've been training with Jart a little bit in the mornings, you've learned like that really cool monk thing where you swing it around behind you and just like give a quick shish kebab and bring it back around. Absolutely. The monk has helped. All right. Speaking of Jart, it is your turn with Whimsy on deck.
Okay. What I want to do is, I feel everyone has this guy almost dead. So I'm gonna take the opportunity attack if he wants it, and I'm gonna move all the way here.
Okay.
Doing something very dumb, which is trying to get the attention of these guys to not hit the people that are trying to leave. I'm gonna yell at the people like that way, signaling the way out where we came in.
Okay.
And I'm gonna try to piss this guy off by stabbing him first, and then kicking it and see if that works.
Sure. Can you go ahead?
The stabby didn't work. It said
Can you
2.
Can you make me a charisma saving throw?
Okay. Oh yeah. Oh no. It's an 8.
Okay. You cannot take reactions until the start of your next turn. Can you roll me a D8, please?
8. Okay. It's a 3.
Okay. As you're yelling at the villagers, this way, run this way. We need to get out of here now. And you turn around to like bear down on this Umber Hulk and draw its attention so that the villagers can sneak past you or rush past you in any case. You look into its eyes and there is this almost mesmerizing, almost like when you stare at a fire for too long. And as a fire genasi, this is deeply insightful and enticing to you. And as you stare into this Umber Hulk's eyes, there is a movement and a trance-like quality that overtakes you. And you're
Out.
That's you. Whimsy.
I'm gonna say Whimsy sees Dart getting kind of loopy, and he's going to try not to make eye contact with it.
Sure.
He sees that going badly.
Yep.
So then I'd be disadvantaged when I roll if I'm not looking.
Disadvantage if you're yeah, are you attacking this one that's over here by Jart?
I'm attacking the one that I just attacked as a reaction.
Yes. Then if you're not looking, then
'Cause
yeah, it's a disadvantage to attack.
I'd say the first time he attacked it, he was kind of just hitting in the direction he saw movement.
Absolutely.
And now he's turning to actually fight it, sees Dart
Yes.
going weird, and he's like, nope.
Yep, absolutely. And you're from the Feywild. You know better than to make eye contact with things. Not when you're kissing and not when you're fighting. You know how to do this
Avoid eye contact at all costs.
at all
Right,
costs.
so disadvantage.
Somebody
Disadvantage, please.
don't eat anybody's food.
Sorry,
Don't drink anything. Don't give anybody anything.
disadvantage. One day I'll get a computer that can run 3 tabs at the same time. One day.
That's
And
the
as
great
you-
thing about Phandalin. We meet you where you are.
Yeah, that's right. You as you kind of look down, you just almost like Matt Murdock style, you wrap your hands around your pole arm a little bit tighter just to really make sure that your senses are in tune, looking down at like there's bioluminescence all throughout the cavern. And so you can kind of see shadows very, very lightly, but you're hoping that it will do.
All right, 16.
16, as you strike forward with your pole arm, it kind of skits off the side of the underbelly of this thing, and instead of stabbing into it, it just kind of slides along the underbelly. It tickles a little bit, but it doesn't hurt him. Bonus action.
Bonus action, I'm gonna try and hit it again with the other end of the stick.
Go for it. You quickly yank it back, swinging it around, pull cue butt it on the other side.
Just trying to ring his bell a little.
Yeah. Ring that bell. You can hear Oberon in the back, a little bit of disco beat. Yeah.
Yes. Disadvantage
love the-
being bad. One was a natural 20, but the other is a 22. So I hope that still hits.
Yeah, the 22 will hit.
Awesome. Yeah. And shitty damage because it's the blunt end. 5 damage.
5 damage.
Cold
Wearing it
block
down.
against the blunt end.
Yeah, no problem. Wearing it down. You got this. Graja.
Okay. So DM.
Okay.
What is your ruling on Graja would like to have a rational strategic thought in this moment while still in a rage. Is that something that it is possible or not?
What is the rational strategic move? Like, is it something that Graja has done before that in the heat of battle, Graja would know, hey, this thing actually works. This is a good advantage.
I would say yes, because what Graja would like to do is, even seeing everyone trying really hard and she was downed and got back up and then was kind of able to refocus, I think Graja wants to call for a retreat and to lead the people out and to get out of this cave and leave the other Umber Hulks behind.
So what you're asking is, in the midst of this relentless rage, this
Frenzy,
relentless
yeah.
endurance, frenzied rage, would Graja know to call retreat? It's not something that you have done as a player in our game before.
No, not in the game. Right.
And you grew up with an orc tribe.
Yeah, a human orc tribal alliance.
A human orc tribal alliance. Okay, so you'll have to tell me, in the eyes of the religious Grumpsh zealotry that you grew up with, would that have been something, would retreat to save lives have been something that would have been taught truly to Graja? Because ultimately, I can't tell you whether or not this is it's your character. If you firmly believe that this is something Graja would be able to do in the midst of relentless endurance, frenzied rage, absolutely do this.
Okay, my rationale is if I'm raised in this very sheltered way about Groomsh and about battle, my life is about gaining honor in battle. To me, that would say I was taught battle strategy, and sometimes you have to know when to retreat. As much as you would like to continue shedding blood and wreaking destruction, sometimes you must retreat in order to survive toward the next battle. She has already almost been downed. She can see that 9 is struggling as another kind of like holy warrior, as she was raised as well, a holy warrior. And that these Umberholts are just so extremely dangerous, like taking in that to account. So I would say yes, that it was that residual teaching that's in the back of the mind is retreat to stay alive for the next battle.
I'll tell you, I think in the canon, up until maybe the last 12 months in the canon, most DMs would say, no, orcs were like Klingon style, like they were in it. Death in battle is honorable. Wizards of the Coast has changed the D&D canon, and they're trying to take some of this other stuff out. So what I'm going to say is, if that is what your tribe taught, then we create our own canon here on Phandalin by Night. And if that is what your tribe taught, you know your character and your background better than I do. If that is what it is, then that is what it is. And I think that's an exciting new way for us to bring this orc human alliance into our world and to demonstrate for other people how we can do that. So absolutely, let's let that happen.
Okay, great. I really do appreciate that and that whole attitude in general. So so Graja is just gonna stop, still holding the axe, and she kind of like just yells like, "We need to leave," like in the most simple way possible. And then I would like to use my movement to go up here by
so let me give you an option. Okay. Because you're one of my newer players, so I want to give you some of the options that you could do in this moment. And I don't know that everybody would do this, but I think Graja in particular, being a barbarian and being a well-trained tactician, would know how to do this.
Okay.
One of the things that you can do is hold an action, which is like a help action. So instead of moving first, you could shout the command and use your action to say, if an Umberhulk takes an attack at one of my friends as they're trying to get away, I'm going to step in front and try to block that blow. You don't have to. I'm just giving it to you as an option of something that, you know, you might not have thought of that you could do, but that is an option for you.
That is good to know. What I would like to do, though, instead of hold the action,
absolutely,
is I would like to, as my action, use my special ointment on myself.
Okay, absolutely. As you're yelling this command and you're taking some steps back, this Umberhulk can't attack you because it already tried to swipe at Jart and missed. So that's its turn. You take a few steps back, pulling this little glass jar. There is a label affixed to it. because this red ribbon has been tied around it and crisscrosses in the front with the label attached to that. It's a wide mouth, almost like a candle, like a small personal sized candle, and it's got a large cork lid. And as you undo the cork, there is a little almost like paintbrush that's attached to it, like rubber cement style. You know what I'm talking about? And and you can lift it out and paint it on yourself. And you do so in order to heal yourself. This is a Kyogum's, that's how we've decided to pronounce it, ointment that Graja received as a special reward. She found it. She found it somewhere.
Many moons ago, it feels
many
like.
many moons
many
ago.
moons. So this says 2d8 plus 2.
Yeah.
So I will go ahead and roll that. God bless America. Okay, so that's plus 2, so that's 4. Lord help me. Okay.
2d8 plus 2.
Oh, 2d8. I'm sorry. That was
I was
gotta
like,
roll another
you
D8. I
rolled
was
two
like, no.
ones.
No.
Holy God.
I'm glad you said that because that was okay. So that's 4 plus 7, so that's 11 damage to heal.
Right.
Thank you. Jeez, that would have been.
I was
nasty.
like, oh God, that's a really
So
painful
bad.
use of that very expensive ointment.
Right?
Yeah, 11. All right, that's not
Okay.
awful.
Okay, I'm feeling better.
Yeah, you are feeling a little bit stronger. You pop that lid back on and shove it away. Bonus action? Anything you'd like to? I don't know that you have a bonus action.
I can. Maybe not. I can do another frenzy attack.
I think you can only do a frenzy attack if you use your attack to.
Totally makes sense.
Right?
Okay,
Yeah,
totally
I
makes
could be
sense.
wrong. I could be
You're gonna
wrong.
run out of range then.
Frenzy attack.
Not if I get hit. But that's fine. I think
No,
that
you know what? I'm sorry. No. Frenzy attack is you can make a single melee weapon attack as a bonus action on each of your turns. It does not. It does not have to be only when you attack.
Okay, then
Yeah,
I
absolutely
am
go for it.
without looking attacking this Umber Hulk that's still in front of me.
Okay.
Okay. And is that at disadvantage?
It's just a straight roll.
Just a straight roll. Okay.
Because you're
Wasn't
not
it looking
trying to
at
avoid.
Sangana?
It's looking at Sangana. Yeah, you're not trying to avoid its eye contact.
Oh God. 13. I don't think that
13 doesn't hit.
No.
Are you going to move though? You said you were thinking about moving.
Yes, I
Go
would
for
like
it.
to move. So I'm basically going to move 1 to just there, so I'm kind of
Okay.
with Jart in front of the people, and I'm also like,
Sure.
like to the people, like
Yeah.
That's it for
Absolutely.
me. Thank you for working that out with me. I appreciate
that was awesome. I so appreciate you asking, and for us to get to explore these new lore avenues. That's why we play this game, right? We don't need it to be like every other game. We want this to be our world and our game. I love it. All right, it is the Umber Hulk's turn. So this one is going to strike at Sangane again. 14, 22, 20, and 26, Sangane? Do all
Yeah,
of
that
those
all
hit?
hits.
All of them hit? You're not
Thanks
using
for the help,
shield?
guys. It's been nice knowing y'all.
Oh my
You're not
God.
using shield?
It would only block one of them. And
would
I've
block
only
one
got
of
so
them.
many spell slots left. So
Is shield's not a cantrip?
shield is a first level spell.
All right. In that case,
Yep.
this is
Oh
painful.
gosh. Yeah.
Oh, I rolled so low. Well, it's 15 base damage, 16, 17, 18, 19 points of slashing damage.
That's all.
That's all. How are you looking?
I
Are you up?
I'm at a third. Yep, I'm still up. I got lots still. I got another one of those in me.
Okay. Jart, this one, since it has you under its gaze, is going to attack. That is a 22, 26, and only 12 to hit.
So 2 hit.
So 2 hit. Okay. 5, 10, 24 points of slashing damage as this one
Okay.
strikes out at you. How are you looking? It grabs you with its mandibles, biting deeply into you, leaving cuts and wounds, welts in your arms as it brings its claw around and kind of takes a little chunk out of your back.
I'm hurt, but I'm up.
Okay.
Thank you, Danny, for those temporary hit points. You just saved my life.
You are welcome.
Whimsy, this one is going to come and go after you since you've been attacking it. Oh God, that's awful. That is oh my fuck. 8, 11 to hit the first time, 13 to hit the second time. That one might hit. 16 plus 8, 24 to hit.
24 definitely hits. 13 is my armor class, and I think that goes to you.
Meets it, beats it is
Yeah.
generally how it goes. Okay, so that's 2 claw attacks, 16 points of slashing damage.
Ouch. Yeah.
And this third one, because Jart is hypnotized. Oh God, you guys, I'm so sorry. But to stay true to the baddies, because Jart is hypnotized, it's going to jump up here. At least it's not going to try and take advantage by flanking.
It's okay. Come on, me.
That's an 18 to hit, only a
Hit.
12 to hit, and only a
Doesn't
12 to hit.
Doesn't hit. So 1 hit, I think even if it's minimum damage, I'm going to be down.
12 points of slashing damage as
I'm down.
another
Oh,
claw
perfect.
comes and strikes in.
That's it. I'm just done.
All right. You guys do hear more skittering. Just so you know.
The people are they running?
Yeah, the people, oh God, do they run when they see you guys getting absolutely fucking obliterated? Here's what I'm gonna do. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. There are 6 of you. I want each of you to roll a d20. We're just gonna go simple. If you can roll as a group check, if more of you roll above 10, then roll under 10, they'll move. I don't want to be responsible for this. I'm going to put this on you
I
guys.
also don't want to be responsible.
So hair matching.
Oh, mine's staying put.
Die.
16.
Okay, so that's 1 success.
3.
10.
13.
Okay, Graja.
17.
Hey, they move.
Yeah.
That's called teamwork. Yeah, absolutely. They start booking it. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. They don't just go like that. Oh, I really want them to be grouped though. I'm going to move them just a little bit further because I want them to be grouped. I don't want to have to go.
Wouldn't they
What?
take a run action and just
Oh,
move
yeah.
this?
You can
You're,
dash.
yes. Yeah, sure. They can do that. In
See,
which
we're not the bad
case,
guys. Look at us doing well for the people.
they make it to about there
Before they die.
as
And the
Droop
cute one.
kills them all at the entrance.
I did give him a crossbow. If you take at least one of them out, get them
Ching.
group.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
Lovely, lovely, lovely. Okay, I think that's all of the Graja, in the back of your, like, from an echo from down the hallway, you do hear kind of a you in giant speak, you hear, oh, I can't, where's my sending stone? I have to call dad. Mom's going to be out shopping right now. As the troll is still trying to follow through with Denny's commands.
Good for him.
9, it's up to you.
Move 5 feet to kill that thing so I can get out of here.
Yeah, I'm just gonna move right here and attack this one.
All right. You step into the space that Graja has just left. You're going to attack with advantage.
No, I miss. It's a 14.
A 14 does not hit. Are you going to try and cap smack it?
Yeah.
You try to pull the one off of your sword, but you can't quite get it free this time. And so your sword is still kind of impaling the other Umber Hulk that's stuck into this Umber Hulk. But you raise your shield to bring it around, give it a good clock.
That's a 22.
A 22 absolutely hits. You bring this thing around, trying to like smack it hard enough to pull your sword free.
He's taking 4 bludgeoning.
4 bludgeoning damage. It is starting to look real hurt. Anything else you'd like to do?
No, that's it.
You do have more movement if you would like to take movement. And Denny, you're going to be on deck. I'm sorry, Sangana, you're going to be on deck. Denny after that.
I guess I'll just no, I'm gonna stay right there.
All right. Stand by your friend. Nobody can fault you for that. That's absolutely a paladin power move. Paladins, will absolutely do that. All right, Sangane, we're back up to the top of initiative. It is your turn. What are you doing?
Something came back to my memory. I had cast Spiritual Weapon last time.
Okay.
And the way you described it was basically a tail. So I'm reasonably sure, because that's not a concentration spell, that it's still there.
Okay.
So I just sort of reminding, because I forgot about it myself.
Yeah, that's fair. And I think once it's up, it's a bonus action to hit with, correct?
Yeah.
Okay,
Which
go
I
for
could
it.
have done like at least twice now.
Yep. Are you averting your eyes? Because it is staring at you.
Oh, it's staring at me. Yeah. No. Bring it on.
Roll a charisma saving throw.
25.
Oh my God. You even though it has struck you deeply, and you can feel the blood pouring from the wound, you are staring it down. This is a super badass moment for Sangane. Go ahead.
So I'm going to take a stab at it with my sword again.
Okay.
And
Okay.
of course, I miss terribly with an 8. And I'm going to, well, I guess I will take a swing at it with my spiritual weapon, since it's vaguely attached to me.
You strike out with your sword, but as you are doing so, you, in the back of your mind, you call up your spiritual weapon, which is this large reptilian looking tail that curls around you and goes to wrap itself around the neck of this Umber Hulk. What did you roll?
I rolled a 16.
And you try to hold this thing down and try to get this wrapped around, but this Umber Hulk just shakes it off your almost dispersing your spiritual weapon for a second, and then it coalesces back into a tangible ethereal form. That's for sure a Nominati thing, a tangible ethereal form. And it wraps itself back behind you, swinging around, showing your severe disgust and displeasure in this moment.
That sums it.
All right, Denny with Jart on deck. Ooh, I almost hit the end button on Zoom. I'm real glad I didn't do that. New OS, who dis? Things are not in the same place.
Okay. Which way is won't work. Why won't? I don't know how to get it to highlight. Which way is the Umber Hulks that are around Jart looking? I know one of them's looking at her, but what is the other one looking at?
Sure. How can I draw this? I think just like this. One of them is looking this way, and one of them is looking this way.
Okay.
Does that help?
Okay. Yes, it does.
Okay.
Okay, cool. So I'm going to move 1, 2, 5, 6, right there. And
Okay.
I'm going to get my trusty rapier out in one hand and a dagger out in the other, and I'm going to stab this guy right in the eyeballs, directly in the eyeballs. There we go. Thank you so much. Okay.
As you go running past the one that's in front of Whimsy, turns its body to strike at you, and you, with your crossbow, wrap, like do this cool twist move with your crossbow, wrapping its claw up in your crossbow and slamming it into the ground because it rolled a natural 1 on its opportunity attack. And you pin one of its claws into the ground. It is now immobile with that claw.
Heck yeah.
And you've now
Denny.
got your rapier.
Perfect. Okay. So with my rapier, please be a good roll. Thank you. That's going to be a 23.
Hits.
Nice. And that's going to be 9 points of damage to one eyeball.
Yeah.
And then
its eyeballs are facing, its eyeballs are like on the other side of its body.
I'm okay. Can I not hit it from there then?
Okay. It would be difficult to hit it from there.
You've got to go straight through the back of the skull.
I would say if you are aiming for the eyeball, if you're doing a called shot, it adds to the difficulty. And I don't know from where you're standing that a 23 would have hit it.
Okay.
So you can
That's
take
fine.
23 with other damage.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll slice
Okay.
at the back of his face then.
Okay.
With my rapier, and then using two-handed fighting, which I haven't done before, I'm going to
Great.
also stab it in the ear with a dagger.
Of course.
If that'll work. Nice. Unnatural 20.
Yeah, we'll hit.
And that's going to be 5 points of damage.
5 more points, 14 total points of damage from the melee bard, which is nothing to sneeze at. As you strike forward with your rapier, you find a little plate, a little place where the two plates, like the back plate and the skull plate, come together and kind of overlap, and you slide your knife in there like a letter opener, jamming, trying to get into like where the brainstem is. Beautiful job. Jart with Whimsy on deck.
I'm gonna roll a bit of saving throw.
Okay, before you do this, as Jart's eyes start to close and the pain is overwhelming, Graja, you see the flames around her throat that usually light up start to die off into like a burning ember. What would have been one of the memories that goes through Jart's mind in this moment as her breath is ragged and she is clinging to this side of the mortal veil? What is one of the memories that she would have?
She would remember the first time she got to the monastery. She was probably 8 or 9, and she was walking, grabbing her hand with her father, and they would just walk into like the most massive building she had ever seen, being just like a farmer's kid, and seeing a lot of people that looked like her and had the same mark she had, just them welcoming her to what it would turn to be her new life.
This powerful memory anoints you and holds you to this plane for a moment. And as you think of this memory so clearly, you can smell the sweetness of the welcoming meal in the air as it's being cooked. You hear the like abuelas in the background that take care of all the kids coming to like bring the kids over to introduce themselves to you so that you can kind of know and be familiar with the other children in the compound that you're going to be learning with. Make your death saving throw.
Okay. It's a 9. I fail.
This memory starts to fleet away though. And the pain is overwhelming. A shudder goes through her body as one of the sides of fire of the embers burns dark and stops glowing that you can see, Graja. Whimsy.
Whimsy is not liking where he's standing, but also he doesn't like that they're double teaming Jart. So
you have seen this Umber Hulk get twisted up in Denny's crossbow and pinned slightly away from you, which is why you're not making a charisma saving throw, because its face is not turned towards you. I would say Whimsy would understand that Whimsy could move without receiving an attack of opportunity. Well, it took an attack of opportunity against Denny in the first, like mechanically, it's not going to be able to hit you, but it is all tied up in Denny's crossbow. It's not going to strike at you.
in that case, Whimsy's going to cheese it, and he's gonna run behind that one.
Okay.
Because he doesn't like seeing Jart go down. He's flashing back to the beginning of the adventure, and he does not want to lose another friend. So he's going to swing at that guy. And
not technically at advantage because it's not flanking if the other person's unconscious. These memories of this pale blue friend that you started your journey with from Neverwinter not even that long ago, a week, 10 days ago, flicker through your mind as you see the light fade from the embers that glow under Jart's throat. What was your attack roll?
I missed on both the main hit and
your
the
packed weapon comes around, but not in time. You have to kind of slide on your knees to get between Denny and the Umber Hulk, as Denny is like trying to slice brainstem off. And as you slide, you bring your packed weapon, your glaive down to try and like, in the most Jart way possible, do this monk thing where like you spin around it and come back up, and you just can't quite get your footing as you get around.
Missed on both attacks.
Have anything to say? Anything you want to say?
I'm gonna just scream He just screams at the top of his lungs,
What's going on?
anger, pain, general just emotion. Outrage,
Okay.
I'd say.
Okay. Graja.
Oh boy. Oh boy. um so I've heard more skittering, like beyond what the Umber Hulks up top that we can see are.
Yeah, under your feet. Like
Yeah.
they might be coming to that. Remember the last group of Umber Hulks, their tunnel was sealed by a fireball.
By the fireball, yeah.
And that this tunnel hasn't been sealed yet.
Oh man. Sorry, I'm just kind of like a bit
No,
at a
this
loss
is-
here.
This is a moment that takes the breath out from you as you watch the person who has been the most reasoned, the most level-headed, the most close to a parent that this party has had, literally start to die in front of your eyes. It absolutely is a moment that takes your breath away, and causes you to have to take a second.
I mean, honestly, after that, it's just funny. After that whole thing on my last turn where it's like I would be retreating and everything, I feel like as soon as Graja would see like part of those like markings on the neck start to like really go dark, that would probably gloss over retreat plans, especially because now they're right in front of her, the Umber Hulks that were attacking Jart. So I think it's just moving one forward here, and then this one, I would like to attack this one, and I don't believe it's looking at me.
It is not.
Okay. So I think Graja really feels something very new and unusual in this moment, and she doesn't really understand what it is right now. She just can't figure it out. But I think there's some kind of new feeling in her heart. So I'm going to, with the great axe, just absolutely slam down on this dumbass little bug. I'm so angry at these stupid freaking things. God. All right.
Fucking bugs.
All right, here we go.
And
20.
if you're doing this reckless, you get advantage.
I don't need it. I got a 20.
Okay. 20 hits. Go ahead.
Okay. And I'm just like, anything that can buff my damage, but I just don't have anything else. Oh, yes. 17.
17 points of damage. Beautiful.
Okay. And then, as my bonus action, I want to do my Frenzy Strike.
Go for it.
Same thing, just completely on a ferocious tear in trying to kill this thing.
You bring your great axe around with your friend lying dying at your feet, swinging this thing around, finding a solid plant. You have now fought a couple of these. You know where their weakness is, and you are coming right down for it. Go ahead.
Okay, I rolled I have another 20 to hit.
Absolutely hits.
Okay, so great axe damage again. That's 14.
14 points.
Yes.
All right. Denny,
Yes. Lay it on me.
Roll me
Mhm.
a dexterity throw.
Okay.
Not a save, just a dex, just a d20 with your dex modifier.
Sure. Now that it's a great roll, it's fine.
Sorry.
Eh.
You can use that, like you could use whatever you rolled. That's fine.
Okay, great. I will do that because this other roll was really bad.
Yeah, no. I didn't mean
that's
like
gonna be
re-roll it.
It's gonna be a 17.
As Graja is absolutely pounding away at this thing, it starts to wiggle the rapier that you had shoved deeply in between these two plates, and you find just a little bit of movement that you could go further if you want to use your reaction in this moment.
Yes, I shall do that.
You disable it, slicing through its spinal cord and causing it to fall limp. It is not dead, but it seems to be incapacitated in this moment. All right.
All right.
Graja, anything else you'd like to do? Anything you'd like to say?
That is it in terms of my actions that I have available to do. I think tears are accompanying the rage now.
Okay.
That's all I'll say.
The Umber Hulk here is going to, you did not hit it last time, right, Mike?
I did not.
But 9 did. I feel like it would. All right, I'm just going to roll a d20. Okay, it's going to stay trained on Sangane, and it's going to try to go for the kill. That was very nearly a crit, which would not have made me happy in this moment. But that one will hit. 7 + 8, 15. That doesn't hit, right?
15 is no.
And 12 does not hit. So only the mandibles come to bite at you. 16 points of slashing damage as the mandibles reach around your neck, clamping down tightly.
I'm going to use my reaction.
Go ahead.
Something that I completely forgot I had. Wrath of the Storm. When a creature within 5 feet of me that I can see hits me with an attack, I can use my reaction to cause the creature to make a dexterity saving throw or take 2d8 lightning damage.
Absolutely.
Oh.
Dexterity save?
Yep. It's pretty low. It'll probably make it.
I've rolled a 17.
Yeah, it makes it.
Your tail
Half
comes
damage on
up.
success.
Hey, your tail comes up arcing with energy. And as it does, almost like a scorpion, your spiritual weapon tail, this point of pure static electrical energy connects from the tip of this spade shaped tail and connects down to one of the eyeballs of this Umber Hulk. Go ahead.
5 points.
5 points of damage, exploding one of the eyeballs, which will give you advantage on a charisma saving throw that you're going to need on your turn. All right, this one.
Sorry, you said I took 12?
8, 9, 10, 11. So, yeah, something like that. I don't remember. And I moved my dice already. So 12, sure.
Not getting out of here.
Okay, well, this one first off is going to turn and it can't go anywhere. It's really stuck. It is just going to try to get out of Denny's crossbow trap, which it does not do. This one that Whimsy tried to attack but didn't hit I feel like it's gonna try to get Jart. That's who it's focused on. Oh shit. I don't
How
like
many
this part.
attacks?
Is there some way that it would have noticed that I was attacking its friend and would instead turn to me?
Do any of you have something that compels it to focus on you?
I can send a vicious mockery its way.
On your turn?
Yeah.
I don't think in this moment that any of you have that. There are abilities that compel it, or that like sentinel attack it. If something in your melee attacks something else, there is a mechanic for that. But up until this moment, none of you have needed to have that. Do you know?
I don't think I have anything.
That is an unnatural 20 to hit, not an at 20.
But it kills me, I think.
Nope.
Like it's
oh, because you had already
lost one.
As its mandibles come down and cut through, you're not heavily armored, cut down through you, slicing open into your chest, severing the strings of your heart, your aorta. The fire completely dies out from Jart. Jart, in this last moment, what are those final thoughts that happen for you?
I feel Jart sees kind of like a small little movie of moments from her life. So from the first time she learned that she could create flame at home and like turning on like the fire or like candles around the house, to like her training in the monastery, to like spending a night with this group of odd people, but like that it started to feel like home, and then she like exhaled.
In this moment of intense pain, as it courses through your body and as you feel your ribs be forced apart, it isn't darkness that awaits you on the other side. You see surrounding you as the cave lights up in the warmest glow. You can see every crevice and cranny as you are surrounded by the ancestors and the spirits of your people. You have never been alone. And as Saloon calls down to you, you hear her warm voice in your head saying, I welcome you back to your people. Thank you for your service. You have not gone in vain, and it is time for you to come home now. This black cloaked woman steps out from as the group of the Fire Genasi monastery part. This black cloaked woman with a pale white porcelain face, bright red lips, steps forward and leans down, her cloak shimmering iridescent purplish black. And as she reaches a pale hand out towards you to lift you up to your feet, her face, her porcelain masked face looks down on you.
Jart, having studied religion and like medicine, the whole thing, she knows this is her path, and she follows her with strong pace.
she grasps your hand, and there is not coldness, but there is not warmth. It is just touch. And she lifts you to your feet, and your people come to surround you as you begin to walk. And as your people draw closer around you, the cavern itself almost fades away. It is enveloped in blackness as you start to take those first couple of steps. The what was hard rock ground beneath you is almost soft and spongy, like early morning grass, as you take these steps. And there is almost like fireflies and sprinkles of light that start to spread out around you. And as you walk further with your people behind you, you see a light, a doorway of shimmering light, and drawing closer, you can see through it. And it is the monastery that you love and that you grew up in. And as you walk through the opening, the Raven Queen lets you pass through. It is not her place to take you on that final journey to the spiritual beyond, but she accompanies you the whole way with your people around you. And as you take those steps through that opening, you see the current living, vivaciously vibrant people, your people who inhabit the monastery in this very moment, alive and living their life. And you notice a couple of the elders look up at you and make eye contact, knowing that you have crossed over and that you have returned to be another guider and ancestor in this journey for them and for the children and for the children's children of your people and of your monastery. And these are the final moments of Jart, the Fire Genasi.
Beautiful.
But this battle is not over. And as this Umber Hulk's mandible rips up from Jart's lifeless body, its claws swing around to make more attacks. Emboldened by its kill, it strikes twice, turning its body. And taking an attack at Graja and at Denny, hitting both of them. 10 points Graja and 8 points Denny.
Is that
as
half
it's
for me since I'm raging?
It is halved. Yeah, I'm
Okay.
sorry. All of your damage should have been half. I haven't been halving it. Have you taken any damage yet?
No.
Okay. Halved for you. Yeah. So then 5. As its claws rip around in this moment that time never stopped for you. This battle still rages on. And its claws rip out, slicing through what armor and furs, the very delicate silks of purple and lavender that Denny wears. 9. Sean, I do want to say you're muted.
Oh, yeah.
Not that I think that you were talking, but
No. Fuck.
The paladin feels the shift as you're thinking of what you're going to do. You feel a shift in energy, and Saloon and Lathander are close as far as deities go. And you sense that there is a turning of the tides that has happened. Your moon touched sword glows vibrantly once and then dims to almost a single candle light in vigil. Being that Saloon is the goddess of the moon, your moon touched sword dims in reverence of the loss of her champion in this moment. And you take that to, you have seen too many with your background and the things that have happened to you in your life. You have seen too many of your friends and brethren fall. And you know what this means in this moment. But there are villagers, there are the others that still live. And Jart's body is here.
I guess if you'll let me, I'm just gonna have to take the opportunity attacks. I'm gonna run up next to Jart's body and pick her up and try to go as far out of the tunnel as I can.
Absolutely. I think in this moment, being emboldened and having the connection that you and Jart held as people, as champions of faith, of your closely aligned deities. Typically, when you are carrying somebody, it cuts your movement in half. I think in this moment, it does not. You force through this, and you can take your full movement.
And if you would let me, I'd like to use my action as to do extra movement just to get out close to that tunnel.
I think your action would be picking up Jart's body, but I will, as a bonus action, let you take half of your movement as further movement.
All right, so basically I'd get here and be 50, hang on.
Which is that's your bonus action, is to get to her, right? Then your action is to throw her on top of you, and then you've got your full 30 movement. If that keeps us all like aligned with what's going on.
All right, so, and you said once I got to her.
You got to her and you picked her up. That's bonus action. And then you have a full movement, which I think for you is 30, 35?
Yeah, it's 30.
It's 30. All right, go ahead. And I'll move Jart with you.
I will be right there.
Okay. You don't actually throw her onto the wall, but that's where I'm going to put her so that we can all see. You would very delicately carrying her as you run. Sangane, you see all of this in front of you, and you see 9. You've heard Graja's order of retreat. You see 9 run, pick up the lifeless body of Jart and run.
So many things I could have done had I had a turn before they did. Oh, fuck. We're not getting out of here. And this thing's going to attack me the moment I step away from it. And I don't have enough hit points to survive that.
If it's just an attack of opportunity, it should only be 1 hit, not the full 3.
I still don't.
And I have been, not that it's a promise, I've been rolling shit for opportunity attacks tonight. Not a single freaking one has hit. Not that that's a promise. Do you have a disengage?
Nope. I do not.
I would let you disengage.
You can use your action to disengage.
I would.
Yeah,
I was going to say I would let you use your action to disengage, because you're right next to that rock. You could just kind of, you'd end up with a ton of cover. But then you're not getting movement and action movement,
Yep.
So that's up to you. And Denny, you're going to be on deck.
Sucks. It sucks a lot. Guess I have to do that. Yeah, I guess I'll use my action to disengage.
Okay.
And I move 30 feet. With
Yep.
my movement, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you say anything as your tail whips, hitting the ground, allowing you to almost get like a jump over this as you go running?
Can I smack it on my way past it with my bonus action tail?
You can, yeah. You have a bonus action. Go for it.
Seven. No.
Your tail.
D&D Beyond hates me.
Your tail gives you the ability to it kind of like Three Stooges style. It like draws its attention over here so that you can run off this way.
Nice. Thanks.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Yeah, that's it for me. How badly does Raja's still down a lot? Yes.
Everybody looks rocked. None of you look great.
I gotta save it then.
Okay. Denny with Whimsy on deck.
Okay. All right. Denny is definitely shooketh.
Yep.
But he's going to rally a little bit and in a absolute mind-altering rage, turn and walk straight into this guy's eye line. Oops, standing right on top of him. Yeah, you know what?
That's
I'm gonna
okay.
jump on this fucking guy. That's what I'm gonna do.
Absolutely, you are.
And I'm gonna go ahead with my rapier and stab him in the face again.
Go for it.
Maybe not. That's an 11.
No.
And then with my dagger, using two-handed fighting. Fuck, I missed that one too. That's a 10.
You jump onto it, just stabbing and letting this little inner Graja come out. You were raised in the very civilized city. This thing does not happen. This is improper and offensive on every level to Denny's soul. Your banjolele comes forward over your shoulder as it's slung, smacking into it, its strings twinging as you are just wailing away on this thing, drawing its attention for the moment. Whimsy.
Whimsy's gonna dig deep.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
He does not like that he's seen another friend die. He's flashing back to Velen dying, losing one of the first friends he made when he came here. He's flashing back to when Graja went down in the Halloween special, and he bartered for her life, and he is not happy with this. He is not losing another friend. And so, yeah, he's gonna dig deep.
For those of you who are watching at home, dig deep while I allow Amanda to go and very quickly find the quickest level up possible. You're done. Dig Deep is a homebrew item that I gave my players as a Christmas gift that allows them an instant level in a moment of its most dire need, following with all of our fantasy realm best fiction available. This moment where you can just find some new strength within you, which is what Whimsy does as the power of the Feywild unfurls around him.
Definitely too more
trails.
cathartic screaming. He's just primal screaming right now too.
As from his horns, this energy she radiates out. Trails of bioluminescent mushrooms and clover and algae bloom out in spirals around him, creating almost like this Celtic knot of spirals around him, giving life and energy and a renewed vigor in this space, lighting this space up brightly. Go ahead.
So with that, does that restore any hit points or spell slots?
You gain the hit points from your next level. So I think for you, it's because we always do max hit points. That's what we do here at PBN. So it's 8 plus whatever your con modifier is for your level. And whatever like your levels and stuff are.
So sorry, it puts me back at max?
It doesn't put you back at max, but it does give you what you would have earned in that level up. So I think, I don't know 100% for you. I think it is, well, I can go look it up. Hold on. Let me look it up. For you, that would be Whimsy, edit, D&D Beyond. Lets me see all of my character stuff. Let's say you go up. Are you taking another warlock level?
Yeah.
How about if I just give you 10 hit points? Let's say that it's 10.
Okay. I accept 10.
Because I think that's right. Hold on, let me. It's going to be 8 plus your con modifier, which is, yeah. I think it's 10. Take 10.
Okay.
Plus your spells, like whatever new spells that you get at this level. And what I'm going to do, Whimsy, is I'm going to let Graja go and 9 go, and then I'm going to come back to you.
Okay.
Is that okay? So that you can
Yeah.
pick the stuff. Graja, in this moment, as Whimsy is vibrating and radiating with bioluminescent radiant energy, go ahead.
Okay. I mean, I think in terms of Graja's reaction to Jart going down, I think her shell shock is pretty deep at this point, and whoo, oh boy, okay. Is it possible to disengage and grab Denny? Or is that two separate actions?
I think there are classes that can disengage as a bonus action.
Yeah, I don't.
But I don't think Barbarian is one of them. I think it's like Rogue and Fighter, Rogue and Ranger maybe can do that. Maybe Monk. I am pretty sure it's not Barbarian, but it's very easy for me to look it up.
No, I think it would be written on my D&D Beyond sheet if I
It would be a bonus
that.
action if you could do it.
It's not on there, so no need to look it up.
Okay.
I don't know. I almost think it would just be
Don't worry about Denny, man. Just go. Just run.
Okay. Garage is disengaging with that Umber Hulk in front.
Okay.
And then can I take my regular movement?
Yeah. So you can use your action. Oh, you use your action to disengage.
Yeah.
You do get bonus action if you want to take a strike before you go.
I'll probably take
Might as
the
well, right?
the frenzy attack on this
Okay.
one before I go. Okay, same great axe as usual. Damn it. I missed 13.
You strike forward with your great axe. It's already, incapacitated, and so you do a little bit of damage to it, but your focus is on getting out of here at this point. As you see Jart's body and cradled in Nine's arms, your focus is to get to Jart and for your party to get out of here.
Yeah, for sure. So
Go
I
ahead.
can take regular movement now?
Yep.
Okay. So I'm basically just going to follow 9 as closely as possible. So am I allowed to move over these?
Yeah. You
Okay.
just
All right. So 1, 2,
you
3.
rage waddle right
4.
over those guys, and you can go diagonal too. So add an extra square for yourself.
Okay. And then I'll just be here kind of hugging the wall.
Okay.
Almost beside 9.
You have more movement though. You're a barbarian.
What's that?
You have like 40 movement though, don't you?
No.
Barbarian.
It says 30 feet walking speed on my sheet.
Yeah.
Not yet. I think it's like level 5.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yep. Sorry.
It's okay.
Okay.
I think that's
your
it.
turn?
I don't think I can do anything else now.
Whimsy, as you are just screaming out in this primal rage, you hear your father's voice. And he says, "My son, I never want this to be you. Give me your hand." And as you go to reach up, your hand gets pushed backwards into your backpack and wraps around this cool, circular, cylindrical metal rod. Has a button on top.
Whimsy does what he's been wanting to do this entire time.
Push the red button.
He clicks the button.
Where's the staff
Okay,
for
of
the
fake
rod?
flowers pops out the other side.
How did you know? Holy God, that's bananas. Shoot. Rod.
Glitter explosion. $1.10.
Okay. This is bad DM prep. I didn't expect this to happen. Give me a second.
You didn't foresee all of us dying?
Look it, only one of you died. This is not
So
on
far.
me. This is a rod of,
To rename it.
Planes.
this is a rod of security. You use your action to press down on this button. I assume that your party, being in one in this moment of loss and grief, responds as your primal rage scream fills this cavern with light, these spores of bioluminescence reaching out around you to encircle around the feet of all of your friends, creating a summoning portal, which instantly transports all of you to a paradise in an extraplanar space. This looks like the Fey realm. It is a tranquil garden that has a extremely posh tea feast on a table in front of you, porcelain and gold plated dishes. There is a lovely glade that extends beyond it with gleaming white marble walls that have ivy and vines and beautiful flowers all around you. This paradise contains enough food and water to sustain all of its visitors.
Are the villagers here too?
Whimsy can transport himself and up to 199 other willing creatures.
Oh shit, that's a party. Okay.
You see
Welcome to my
Droop.
party bar.
You see Droop come running up and tackle Graja, wrapping his little arms around Graja's neck and using like the hem of his tunic to wipe away all of the blood that covers Graja's face. For every hour that you spend in this paradise, a visitor regains the same hit points as a max hit die. Creatures don't age while in this paradise, although time passes normally on the other side. Visitors can remain in the paradise for up to 200 days divided by the number of creatures present. So there are 5 of you plus 6 villagers, 11. So 200 divided by 11. I'm not doing the math on that. You can stay for enough time to fully heal for each of you. And you exist as this rushing noise grips around each and every one of you. You feel it wrap up 9 around you, caressing and holding you tightly. Its webs pulling both you and the lifeless body of Jart that you carry wrapped up with you, making sure that you are safely both transported because you are not letting her go. You all see as you look around this space, and there is this moment of peaceful, tranquil, not silence. Birds are chirping. There is a rain that you can hear in the forest just beyond. There is a steady, life-giving, almost heartbeat-like thrum as the bioluminescence glows in this space. That is where we will end our story tonight.
I can't take these emotions.
To our viewers, thank you so much for joining us on this. It is not where I intended this to go. And we do not know what the final, what the next parts of these steps will look like, but our cast here will take them together, and we hope that you will join us to do them. I would love to be able to introduce my cast, who have done tremendous and remarkable work over these last 21 episodes. Amanda.
Hi, I'm Amanda, and I play Whimsy, who apparently just brought his friends all home for a long weekend to recover in the middle of a battle. I don't do much other than this. I am on Instagram and TikTok as Balder Dashing, as well as most other social media, but I don't really use any of that. So, yeah.
Her TikToks are amazing.
Her TikToks are amazing, and you should absolutely follow her there. Nikki.
Hi everybody, I'm Nikki. Sorry, my voice is a little rough right now. Thanks for joining us. You can find me on Instagram at I'm Poppy Fields, and I'm gonna see what I can do to bring Jart back. So we'll see you guys next week.
Mike.
I am Mike. he, him. I played Sangane. Yeah, this is a thing. Trying to run the thing back. You can catch my pre and post COVID cosplay adventures at Canadian Captain America on Instagram and TikTok. Twitter is CDN Cap America, which is where I do most of my D&D stuff. You can also see me on this channel on Tuesday nights, 6 p.m. PST for my own game of Would Be Heroes. And you can catch me on the Saturday Takeover at 3 p.m. PST with the Delve into Darkness crew.
Sean?
Hey, I'm Sean. I played Nine, the human paladin. Pretty much holding his realization of how ill prepared he was for this battle. So you can catch me here on Sundays, and you catch me on Fridays in the Icewind Dale campaign with Lodame and them. I'm at Acting Foolish on most social medias.
Sarah?
Hi, my name is Sarah. I played Garage Rage Rock. You can find me on Twitter at MC Diabetes. I'm a creative partner at Martlet Games. We have lots of stuff in production for this upcoming year, so just keep an eye on the social media for that stuff. I can also be found as part of the Vampire the Masquerade, Vancouver by Night Delve into Darkness game, along with Mike on Saturdays for the Takeover, so please check that out if you enjoy the World of Darkness. I think that's it. Thanks, everybody.
Incredible player who is not leaving. Najra.
Hey everyone, I'm Najra. I was your fire. Yeah, I think I was. I was the fire genasi monk. I'm a professional cosmaker, and you can find me on every social media as Najra Creations. And I'm right now running a limited sale of Renfair corsets. So if you're interested in anything like that, shoot me a message. And thank you for being here, and we'll see what crazy thing brings us the next game. I'll be here, I promise.
I have been your dungeon mistress, Sarah. You can catch me here on Sundays, telling this amazing story with these amazing players. You can find me Tuesday nights in Mike's game. And hopefully I've given him no ideas tonight. And just announced, because I did not see this going this way, I had pre-scheduled it to go, learned that lesson, don't pre-schedule tweets. I am going to be doing an interview show for D&D and gamers. Sarah is going to be my first guest on February 3rd. I'm super excited. I've been waiting a really long time to do it. So you can find the details about that if you follow our Twitter. I want to give a special shout out to Vancouver by Night for giving us this amazing space to be able to bring this story to all of you. If you could do the channel a favor, I would love to see my players here and all of the players and DMs on the various shows be able to be compensated for these amazing stories a little bit better. We are, it's very fair. Thank you, Steve and Joe. But a YouTube follow or a YouTube subscribe, the free thing would really help us out. We need to get to 1,000. We're at 750. Please go do that. That would be wonderful. And then while you're there, you can catch up on the previous stories and find out about this blue creature that Whimsy was so desperate not to have to relive the death of. Because that happened in episode 2, like 1, 2. This is not the first player character that I've killed in this campaign. And they never get easier. And I love you all, especially Najra. Thank you all for coming with us. Sarah, who are we raiding into?
Today we're going to raid into the Time Lord's wife, so please stick around, give them a follow, and make sure to click their name, the name of the channel, when you get over there, so that you will give a view towards the streaming channel. Very much appreciate that. So off we go to Time Lord's wife. Thanks, everybody.
We will see you on our next stream for Vancouver by Night is Tuesday, Mike's game. See us. Hopefully nobody dies there.
Okay. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye.
Bye.